wish I could say maybe the weather has something to do with what's happening with the Browns, but not yet.
Yeah, that's true. Not yet. I mean, they are at home this week, Betsy.
Yeah, they are. The Browns game is going to be... It's going to have a lot of people talking about that dome, right? It's going to come front and center in the conversation. These are the impacts that we have coming our way this week. And yes, we do have winter weather, but weather impact alerts, especially for Thursday and Friday. You can see kind of the whole scenario of the week that is setting up. Lower impacts tomorrow, even though we have some rain. Late day Wednesday, things start to kick up. Thursday will be a bit tricky for us. Friday could be tricky too. We'll see improving conditions through the weekend, and then early next week, more unsettled weather will be setting in. We have cloudy skies through the rest of the evening. Temperatures are pegged in the low 50s, and we should stay here. Very persistent kind of setup for us for the evening hours. But farther south, farther west, we're probably going to start to pick up some light rain showers. Not all of this is hitting the ground, but we probably will start to see some of these light showers moving in later on this evening. We'll have probably a few scattered showers tomorrow too as this storm system begins to move in. This is just the first in what will become an evolving series of issues that is guaranteed to get weather nerds all over the country very excited, because there are some major impacts that are going to be coming out of this. But this is just the first little bit of this whole storm system that is setting up. Overnight, few showers, as mentioned, very mild. Temperatures in about 50 degrees or so with a bit of a nice breeze. Tomorrow in your National Design on the hour forecast, we're going to be in the low 60s. It will be breezy. We'll have a southeast wind. Gusts could be over 25 miles per hour at times. And we do have a few shower chances, especially in the morning and midday hours. And then again, tomorrow night. And that's kind of where we start to open up things for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday when our weather impact alerts kick in. So here's our storm system as it sits right now. Remember, this is just the beginning of it, because farther off to the west, notice we have snow that is coming onto the west coast right now. There is a huge push of energy that's coming out of the Pacific. At the same time, we have a blocking mechanism here off of the Canadian Maritimes. That is a big key in this forecast, because we have multiple sources of energy that are going to start to rotate right around the Great Lakes region. The cold air is bottled up still in the northwestern part of the country, but it will be on the move. Remember that western push of energy coming out of the Pacific, and that should start to get things going. Here's your big picture forecast, all right? So storm system number one, the leading edge of all this, will begin moving in for tomorrow afternoon with some scattered showers. That goes by. We have a nice evening on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, you can kind of see how things get locked in here. That's the Canadian Maritime low starting to push back on this. So we're going to see things slowing down. Thursday morning, watch how this big chunk of energy slides into the Buckeye State. The question now becomes, where does this thing ride? This morning's forecast models had it farther west. Previously, they came right over our area. So we're really going to have to pay attention to Thursday specifically. Not only do we have wind, which is guaranteed, but we have snow and mix. And that's when we could get into colder air and possibly have accumulations. We're going to continue to see that surge of energy circulating around even into Friday. Temperatures Friday could be a little bit warmer. I think the coldest air comes in on Thursday. We'll start to moderate somewhat Friday and then into the weekend, and that's when we should start to finally see these impacts lifting out. So as far as the weather impact alerts, Wednesday, specifically late day, we're going to have rain. It will be windy. The temperatures will fall late Wednesday, and that will lead us into Thursday, which is most likely to be our most problematic day, with wind, wet snow, yes, accumulating snow as possible, and tricky travel conditions at times. Friday, it's all dependent upon location. We're going to have to get through Thursday first, but right now it looks like we will be dealing with a periodic snow mix, and it will be breezy. No matter what snow falls, friends, it will be wet. It will compact. We are not expecting tons and tons of snow, but it will be impactful when that snow mix comes in. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. You can see where the temperatures take a dive on Wednesday, specifically late day. That'll lead us into Thursday with that wind and wet snow. Have fun at that Browns game, y'all. We'll continue on with the periodic snow mix for Friday, and then finally by Saturday, we start to get on the backside of all of that. Sunday looks great, and then more unsettled weather potentially setting up as we head through next week.
Okay.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy
Got it.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Bets. Appreciate the heads up.